Cambridge, 1903. The woman was in a hurry. Pausing at a corner to study a piece of paper, she turned into a side street before reaching a shadowy doorway. There was mud on the cobbles, and a thin rain made them shine under the flickering gas lamps. She knocked, stepping into the entrance to shelter from the rain and glancing up and down the street as she waited. A broad, dour-faced woman-servant, with sleeves rolled back over large forearms, opened the door and led her wordlessly down a gloomy passage into the room at the end. A raised chair stood at the centre. Trays of instruments were laid out in rows on cloth-covered tables. The man neither stood nor turned to look at her, but continued stirring something in a glass vial, holding it to the light. He wore a stained white jacket. "You understand my terms?" "Yes." The visitor reached into her handbag and took several coins from a purse. She held them out, but he gestured with a tilt of the head that she should lay them on a shelf near the door. "Sit in the chair," he said. Shuddering, the woman made no move.
"It must not be pressed or tapped, I beg you. It is so terribly painful."
She held her cheek with a gloved hand. "It must be lanced and the rest of the tooth removed. There is a risk of poisoning the blood otherwise." She hesitated, still. The dentist sighed and continued his stirring. "If it is not treated, it will hurt you more. You have tried the medicine the other dentist gave you?"
"For almost 2 weeks. It brought no relief. My whole face is affected. I can barely speak."
It was true. She laboured the words from her mouth between clenched teeth. The dentist looked over at her for the first time, as if making an assessment. He held out the vial of medicine he had prepared. "Take this now. It is unusually strong. Only my customary pharmacist will make it up. It exceeds the dosage that is usually permitted." The woman clutched her handbag to her chest.
"Will this take away the pain?"
"It will dull the pain while I extract the remaining parts of the tooth." She took the vial and held it briefly to her nose.
"And once the tooth is gone?"
"That depends on what I find. This medicine will help. You can take some with you and use it as needed."
"I must not be drowsy. I have responsibilities. I care for children."
"Sit in the chair and allow me to examine the tooth." Grimacing, the woman swallowed the contents of the glass vial, removed her bonnet, and moved toward the chair.
"You will not tap it."
"I will do what I need to do." The dentist stood, calling out of the door, "Mrs. Griffiths, I need you to hold." The neighbours were used to the terrible cries that followed.